your host, local real estate expert, Jamie Meloni.
Hi there, everybody. Happy Monday, and welcome to the Jamie Meloni Real Estate Show here on 1250 Wins WHNZ. You'll find this show on every Mondays at noon, so I please invite you to tune in as this show aims to become your information source for the Tampa Bay real estate market. I myself am a real estate agent with Coldwell Banker in the Tampa, Florida region, and I specialize in the sale of bank-owned properties. And my show aims to reach out across all the spectrums of the real estate finance, mortgage business, and you'll get a lot of great information as I got a lot of great contributors, a lot of great guests, and I myself have been in business for about 7 years now, and I've sold about 1,000 properties, so I'm an excellent resource for real estate in the Tampa Bay region. Off air, you can find me on my website, tampabayreo.com, a great website where you can find all of my listings as well as my upcoming listings. Again, tampabayreo.com, and all the potential home sellers out there in the Tampa Bay region. I offer a free home valuation to all of my listers. Just text the word value to 813-760-8516. Again, text the word value to 813-760-8516. On today's show, we're going to be talking about the Tampa Bay Parade of Homes that's put on by the Tampa Bay Builders Association. And in studio with me, I got Jennifer Doerfel with the Tampa Bay Builders Association. Jennifer, if you would say hi to everybody.
Good afternoon.
Thanks for being on the air. And also we've got Claudette Kelsey with Homes by WestBay, and she'll be discussing her role in the event as well. Claudette, if you would say hi to the audience, if you would, please.
Hello to everyone.
Thank you very much. And also my co-hosts in studio today, regular contributor Robert Paredes with Fifth Third Bank. Robert, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Jamie. Happy Monday to you.
Thank you very much. And also Stella Giudicelli, fellow real estate agent with Coldwell Banker. Stella, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Bonjour, everyone.
Yes, very nicely. Stella is a French-speaking lady and quite a lovely lady as well, as I say. Robert, how was the weekend?
Well, it was raining until yesterday, so I'm looking forward to a whole week of sunshine and folks who are looking to buy, going to be out looking for homes, so it's going to be a good week. Thank you.
Robert is a top producer with Fifth Third Bank in the Southeast region. Great resource for your financing needs, whether you're a buyer or if you're a realtor that needs assistance with one of your clients on a property. Great resource, so please reach out to him or myself if you have any issues with any of the financing needs. And Robert, if you would, give them some of your contact information too, please.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie. The best way to get a hold of me is my cell phone. It's on 24 hours, just like you.
Yes.
That's the business we're into, right? But that cell phone number is 813-300-7218. Again, that's 813-300-7218. You can call or text me anytime.
And you've got a great program out there for doctors as well. Mention that out there for the listeners.
Yeah, we've got that 100% doctor loan program for folks who's been in a business for a while, or any folks coming out of residency. We can use your future income 90 days out of your contract, and we also ignore all of your student loans.
Very interesting. So that's good to know, because there's not a lot of programs out there for doctors.
No, there's not, and we can close in 30 days or less, so we're pretty fast at it as well.
Very good. And you're looking a little worn today. You said it's end of month. You know how we are in this business. You're looking a little stressed out there.
You know, I knew you were going to call me out on it. Yeah, it's something that you and I have to go through every month. 5 days prior to the end of the month. It's called month end. That's when you try to close everything, and it's been stressful, but in a good way. So we're closing loans, and appreciate you reminding me that.
Yes.
So today's the last day for it. But I'm here with you.
Yeah, and it's something I've lived with for 7 years, because I sell properties for the banks, and the asset managers I deal with, they have their quotas, and I got to hear it from them, because if I don't get something done just right and it doesn't close by midnight, on month's end, they're out some bonus money, and then I get to hear it from them. So I'm well used to that, as well as you have your own quotas and stuff from your banks that you got to meet. So.
Sure do.
Today is opening day for the Tampa Bay Rays. I think it's been a little bit quiet from some of the people I'm used to hearing, some of the realtors out there. I think a lot of people are at this game against Toronto. Opening today at 4:10, and the game is sold out. Looking for a great year from the Tampa Bay Rays. I myself am a huge baseball fan. We got David Price starting the game today for us, former Cy Young Award winner, and I'm looking forward to. I will not be at the game today, but I'm looking forward to visiting the stadium. They've had some changes that have been put into place in the off season. They got a new center field walkway called the Porch, and this is going to replace the old Batter's Eye restaurant that was out there.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Okay.
Yeah, it's an open bar area where you can kind of walk around and not miss any of the action. So I'm very interested in catching that as well. And again, hoping the Rays to have a great team this year and also be in contendership for the pennant again this year as well. Didn't mention it last week, but the BW12 law or update with regard to the flood insurance, that has now been signed by the president. So that's officially, a law. So a lot of people who were becoming distraught over the rising flood insurance rates, this new law is going to give them relief, and it's going to put into place I think it's a 2-year period whereby the federal government will now be studying effective rate increases to get the subsidized rates off the government in a more effective manner, but instead of dumping them on the marketplace all at once. So welcome news from the administration. Yeah,
and I know we've got Rich Lovinger of Lovinger Insurance that's going to be with us the next couple of weeks as well as a guest, so maybe he can expand on that also. But that certainly is good news.
Yeah, and it was really putting a blemish on the real estate market. A lot of homes were going to be unsellable, with these high flood insurance rates. Had an insurance agent on several months ago who had a client over on the island, one of the Keys there. The rates went from $7,000 to $27,000 a month, and people that were sitting in low-lying areas, South Tampa, Pinellas County especially, were getting hit with unexpected rate increases. And so very happy this has been going on now for the past year with getting this new law rolled out. So great news for the Tampa Bay real estate market. And again, this is going to basically roll back all the law, all the guidelines that the BW12 Act put in place, the rate increases, and it's going to refund homeowners who paid the additional rate increases as well. So a lot of great news that is great news coming out of the administration. Also over the weekend, a couple of cash for keys. I always love dealing with cash for keys. I told people in the business, when you deal with bank-owned properties, you deal with the tenants. And, I had a couple of meetings over the weekend, and they never go as planned. The idea is that when the property, when you're living in a property that is, been repossessed by the bank, whether you're an owner or a tenant, you move all the property out of your property and you get money for relocation. The idea is when I show up, there's nothing left in the property. I go to one yesterday, and it's a 10-acre, farm, and the guy's got everything cleaned out. But when I get there, his wife is there, and apparently they're in a dispute. And there's 3 horses on the property, and she comes to, I didn't even know she was there. And so she approaches me and she says, "You don't know me, but I'm his wife, and he wants to collect all the money for himself, but I still have these horses here, so could you give me a couple more days?" So I was like, well, now I can't give him the money because I've got livestock on the property, and so you're going to have to get these horses off the property one way or the other. So here I get automatically thrust into a domestic dispute, and she's upset because he's getting the entire proceeds of the check, and it's unfortunate, but I told her they have to be off the property. If you leave them behind, I can't give him the money, and animal control is going to come repossess these horses.
Yeah, you're going to have to start having a bodyguard with you, right?
Yeah, Cash for Keys got a lot of great stories. I've told several others on the air before, but one this morning, Spanish family. I have to use a translator, so I always have challenges with that. They wanted to deal with a Spanish person, and when I go to the property this morning to meet them, they speak perfect English, and so I don't even know why they wanted to deal with a Spanish translator. But I went to the property, and they weren't ready, of course, and it was over in Lakeland. So now I got to go back to the property again because people just don't understand what it means to clean everything out of the property.
you got to go back to Lakeland today?
No, not today, but I'll have to go back to reinspect the property to ensure that it's.
I think I-4 eastbound is closed.
It is over near Highway 588 or something. It is. Yeah, a pedestrian was hit by a couple cars and it was shut down. Fortunately, I was not affected by the traffic. I think that was further east this morning. So, but yeah, just some of the interesting areas of dealing with bank-owned properties, dealing with tenants in these properties. But if you are in a foreclosed property, you're not familiar with what Cash for Keys is, reach out to me and I'll give you some tips and everything on how to deal with the banks if you are a tenant or if you're an owner in a property, on how to maximize getting some of the relocation assistance from the bank when you're in that situation, unfortunately. If you're just tuning in, you've been listening to the Jamie Meloni Real Estate Show here on 1250 Wins WHNZ. And again, you'll find this show on every Mondays at noon, so I invite you to please tune in. It's my show, aims to become your information source for the Tampa Bay real estate market. Please stay tuned. When we come back from the break, we'll be talking with Claudette Kelsey with Homes by WestBay and Jennifer Doerfel more about the Tampa Bay parade of homes this year. So please stay tuned. Hi, Jamie Meloni here, your host of the Jamie Meloni Real Estate Show. Are you a first-time buyer that is frustrated with trying to find a home in the Tampa Bay region? Have you been looking for months only to be constantly told that home is no longer available or another offer was accepted? If so, I understand your frustration. Buying a home is an emotional and challenging phase of our lives, and today it's made even more difficult due to the low inventory we have in our region. In this challenging market, you have to reach out to industry-leading professionals to help you get the job done. Please take a moment to visit my website at tampabayradio.com or send me a text to 813-760-8516. Again, 813-760-8516. So I can put you in touch with one of my buyer agents that can help you navigate this challenging marketplace. Folks, right now we are at about a 7-year low for inventory in our region. The market has shifted and we are in a seller's market again, and on top of that, there are large real estate investment groups eating up a lot of the inventory as soon as it hits the market. How do you as a buyer compete in this market? There's a lot to know and understand, and again, you need to have an agent on your side that can guide you through this market. My team of buyer agent professionals are educated on what is going on in the marketplace. They understand the importance of getting you not just pre-qualified for a mortgage, but fully approved for a mortgage. They understand how to sell HUD government-owned properties as well as Fannie Mae-owned properties, which make up a lot of the inventory in the region and areas many realtors do not understand or fail to advise their buyers properly on. Again, you've got to reach out to me and my team. We have the knowledge and experience to help you find a home and make it a smooth and enjoyable process. Please reach out to me at tampabayradio.com or my phone, 813-760-8516. Again, 760-8516. Also, if you or someone you know is interested in real estate as an investment, you've got to reach out to me and let us know. I work with 45 different banks and asset management companies selling foreclosed properties, and am well connected to many of the area real estate wholesalers that are also a source of real estate opportunities. I've sold nearly 1,000 homes in the region in the past 7 years and am your source of real estate information in the Tampa Bay marketplace. Again, please visit my website at tampabayradio.com, and you can also get me at my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/The Jamie Meloni Real Estate Show, and via phone, 813-760-8516. Thanks for tuning in.
Bud Spriggs and Movement Mortgage want you to experience the thrill of one-day underwriting and the comfort in knowing your loans will be clear to close in record time. While the competition looks to a lost closing date, Bud Spriggs and Movement Mortgage focus on their 12-day clear to close. They do this by utilizing their world-class operations staff to underwrite your loan within 6 hours, process your loan in 12 days, and have your loan closed in time. Underwritten in 6 hours, cleared to close in 12 days. Bud Spriggs and Movement Mortgage. Since opening its doors 120 years ago, Stewart Title Company has established a lasting legacy of providing professional title services. Even other title insurance companies know Stewart Title Company because they do their actual underwriting for them. Stewart is here to provide a wide range of resources to help improve any real estate transaction. To learn more about protecting yourself against hidden title hazards that may threaten your financial investment, call Melissa Stoddard at 813-431-8025. That's 813-431-8025.
Thinking about buying a home? Find out how the HUD Home Store can help you. Visit HUDHomestore.com. Look at HUD homes available for sale near you or nationwide. Why HUD Home Store? HUD will pay up to 3% of the buyer's closing cost. The price of the home is based on an FHA as-is appraisal, which is already completed, saving you an average of $400. And there is an owner-occupant priority bidding period during the first 30 days. Want to know more? Visit HUDHomestore.com.
You're listening to the Jamie Meloni Real Estate Show with local expert Jamie Meloni. Now, here's Jamie.
Hi again, everybody. Happy Monday, and thanks for staying tuned in to the Jamie Meloni Real Estate Show here on 1250 Wins WHNZ. And again, you'll find this show on every Mondays at noon. So I invite you to please tune in as my show aims to become your information source for the Tampa Bay real estate market. I want to change gears now and direct the conversation over to my guest, Jennifer Doerfel with the Tampa Bay Builders Association. We're going to be talking about this year's 2014 Parade of Homes, as well as the TBBA's role in the community. Jennifer, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for inviting us on.
Thank you very much for having us. Jennifer, tell me a little bit about yourself and the organization for the listenership.
Well, again, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Jennifer Doerfel. I'm the Executive Vice President for the association. The Tampa Bay Builders Association is one of the largest trade organizations for new home builders in the area. We're the second largest in the state, and we're one of the I think we're the 8th largest in the country. So we have about 750 members in Pinellas, Pasco, and Hillsborough counties. And our members are people in the remodeling industry, home remodeling industry, as well as new construction builders like Claudette, and those folks that want to do business with home builders like Mr. Robert. And so that's the organization. We are an advocacy group. We're a highly regulated industry, so we work with regulated or regulatory agencies in the area to make sure that everybody has a level playing field.
Okay, and you are sort of the advocate for the Tampa Bay builders, then.
Yes.
I guess you could put it that way and everything. And so you get to deal with the government, issue. I mean, different things that come out on the, What would you say right now are we seeing an improving trend with home building right now?
Absolutely. We are, now, don't get me wrong, things could always be better. But we are on track for about 3,000 permits this year. That was comparable to last year and a lot better than it was a few years ago. There's always a demand for new homes, and we're very lucky. We live in the Sunshine State, and we live in the Tampa Bay area, which is a great place to live. So there's always going to be demand.
Yeah, it's funny because especially with the north got hit so hard with the snow, I'll guarantee you that demand's going to be up pretty quickly for moving forward as well. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. We get calls every week from folks that are planning to come down here and enjoy the parade, and they're asking us when the dates are, and they're very glad because we usually have it about a month earlier, but this year we pushed it back a month to take advantage of that home buying consumer from the north, and I'm glad that we did that because the weather has really worked against them this year. So yeah, I think there's a lot of folks coming down. Now,
are you seeing, I guess, your membership also improve? I mean, we took a real downturn in 2007, 2008 with the building, and I'm sure you probably lost a lot of membership. How are you doing in return to membership versus the 2004, 2005?
Well, in 2004 and 2005, our association was just Pinellas and Hillsborough counties. So we absorbed Pasco in 2007. But we have seen our membership grow 100% in the last 12, 14 months. Mm-hmm.
And your organization, goes out and basically speaks on their behalf. And you're the advocate for the Builders Association. Now, for any builders that are out there listening, explain a little bit about the membership process. How does that work? Some of the events that you have as well?
Well, the mission behind the organization is threefold. We are the advocacy arm of the industry, but we also provide professional networking and education opportunities. So if you're a licensed contractor, we have programs available that help keep you licensed because this is a licensing year, and there's some continuing education that has to take place. We also have a lot of networking events. We pride ourselves on members doing business with members. So we have golf tournaments, sporting clays tournaments. We have a lot of special events that allow our members to network and build relationships. We have a great program coming up in a couple of months, our Realtor Builder Expo, and that's where our builders buy booths, and we invite the realtor organizations and their members to come and see what's going on and learn a little bit more about the superior quality of new construction.
And the website, what is the Tampa Bay Builders Association's website?
It's very easy. It's tbba.net.
Mm-hmm. And so I think it's a great point to mention to all the contractors that are out there listening, maybe some of the smaller ones, that it's an excellent networking source because there's a lot of contractors who only specialize in large jobs. So when they get the call for the $20,000 to $30,000 remodel, they don't want to do it, and they're looking for people to pass it off. So it's a great chance to get additional business.
You know what, Jamie? To your point on that, I'm a lender, and I'm always looking to do some referral sources out as well. And you're absolutely right. If you're a general contractor or maybe a remodeler that's looking to grow your business, lenders such as myself are advocates, and we do want to use TBBA as a source of sending business to them as well. So you're absolutely right.
And how often are you doing networking events? We
do 3 or 4 a month.
Interesting. And you did the golf tournament. Is that like an annual thing that you do?
It is.
That sounds like a lot of fun and everything. So do you have the different builders that sponsor the different holes and everything? That kind of how that works?
Exactly. And we have a lot of ours. We have 2 types of membership. We have a builder membership and we have an associate membership. Robert is an associate member of the organization. And lots of sponsorship opportunities for those folks to get their names out in front of their peers and so on and so forth. So
very good, very good. And you got a number of different committees, so people can get involved in these different committees as well. Correct?
We do, and it's very difficult for someone that's new to the organization to try and find their way around, so to speak. So we do everything that we do is member driven. So we want our members to participate in all of our programs and services. So we offer lots of special event related committees, such as the Parade of Homes, which Claudette Kelsey is the chair of. We also have committees that specialize in the regulatory industry. So those are like codes meetings.
Now, I take it you go to the city council meetings, things like that. You participate in those. Do you ever take trips up to the Capitol as well, make your voice heard as well? Yes. And so I see you have like a political action committee, so people can get involved and actually have their voice heard through an organization that's reputable, such as the Tampa Bay Builders
Absolutely. We've always said if you're in the home building industry, you're involved in politics, whether you like it or not, because you're regulated. So we offer opportunities to our members to meet and build relationships with elected officials, because you can't assume that those folks know our perspective. We have to be there and engage them so that they understand that the laws that they're making, how it affects us.
Okay, and any builders that are maybe considering membership or want to learn more, they can definitely reach out to you as well.
Absolutely.
Correct? And Jennifer,
I'd love to hear from them.
Real quick, give out your contact information so they can get in touch with you.
The easiest way to reach me is at the office, and that's area code 813-571-8222.
And one more time for the listeners, please.
813-571-8222.
And the website again was tbba.net?
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much for kind of explaining to me what the Tampa Bay Builders Association does and their role and influence in the community, and your big event that's coming up, the Tampa Bay Parade of Homes, in which the Homes by WestBay has one of their homes as the showcase home of the year. We'll be talking about that here in just a moment when we come back from the break. So please stay tuned, as I'm very excited to learn more about the Tampa Bay Parade of Homes. And if you're looking to purchase a home in the Tampa Bay region, you're going to get a lot of great information. So please stay tuned. If you're just tuning in, you've been listening to the Jamie Meloni Real Estate Show here on 1250 WINS WHNZ. And again, you'll find my show on every Mondays at noon. So I invite you to please make this a favorite show of yours, as my show aims to become your information source for the Tampa Bay real estate market. Stay tuned. Coming back from the break, again, we'll have Claudette Kelsey with Homes by WestBay discussing the 2014 Parade of Homes. Please stay tuned.
I will never forget the day my son Jeremy told me he hated me and slammed the door in my face. I'm behavioral therapist Janet Lehman. Behavior problems can turn the child you love and your life into a nightmare. That's why my husband James and I created the Total Transformation, the step-by-step program that shows you how to fix the worst behavior problems and get your child to respect and listen to you again. No matter what the behavior, defiance, backtalk, angry outbursts, disrespect, we can help you stop it. Now you can get the Total Transformation for free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. You can keep it forever for free.
Limited number of free programs available. Call now. 1-800-241-7640. 1-800-241-7640. That's 1-800-241-7640. 1-800-241-7640.
Introducing An American Story with Tom Brokaw. Award-winning journalist and author Tom Brokaw covers newsworthy current events, historic figures, and notable moments in history that impact the lives of Americans today.
Just as we were not our parents or grandparents, the new generation, the millennials, are not the baby boomers or the greatest generation. Almost half of all children in America today are non-white. The boomers, 1 in 4. In 1960, 5% of children were born to an unwed mother. Now it's 41%. Will the new generation have faith in traditional institutions, government and education, and faith in corporations? Or will they look to cyberspace for all of their answers? Facebook, Google, Twitter. It is a new world, but remember this. The baby boomers looked down on their parents until they began to have their own children and enjoy the financial benefits of working hard. Then they thought, hey, maybe mom and dad didn't know what they were doing. I'm Tom Brokaw. This is An American Story.
Hurt on the job? Call 1-800-MORGAN Law. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
This report is brought to you by 7-Up and Family Dollar. Family Dollar, your home for everyday low prices. Your favorites have arrived. 7-Up, A&W, Sunkist, and Canada Dry are now available at your local Family Dollar. So stop by a store location near you and pick up a refreshing 2-liter today for 88 cents. Flavors vary by market.
From the Bright House Network's Traffic Center in Pinellas County, there's an accident on 66th Street at 62nd Avenue North. Got a crash in a turn lane in Hillsborough County on Hillsborough Avenue and Sawyer Road. There's this disabled vehicle in a lane on Dale-Maybrick County Line Road, and an accident reported now eastbound on I-4 west of County Line Road. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and Utica Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line at 866-545-9595.
1250 winds, Weather Center forecast. Highs getting into the mid-70s this afternoon. It's kind of a slow climb today, especially with the hazy skies. It's up to 68 in Tampa, Clearwater 67, 70 Brandon, and Bradenton 73 degrees. Lows in the mid-50s tonight. Then tomorrow we'll reach 80 and stay in the 80s for the rest of the week with sunshine, maybe some of that haze for tomorrow, but then to partly cloudy skies by Wednesday. Not going to see any rain in the forecast till the end of the weekend, and small one at that, 20% on Sunday. Markets at 1233, Dow is up 147, Nasdaq positive 55, S&P index gaining 16, Dow to 16,471. 1250 wins, WHNZ.
You're listening to the Jamie Meloni Real Estate Show with local expert Jamie Meloni. Now, here's Jamie.
Hi again, everybody, and thanks for staying tuned in to the Jamie Meloni Real Estate Show here on 1250 wins, WHNZ. If you're just tuning in, we've been talking about the 2014 Parade of Homes with Claudette Kelsey of Homes by WestBay and Jennifer Doerfel with the Tampa Bay Builders Association. Also in studio, we got co-host Robert Paredes with Fifth Third Bank and Stella Giudicelli. Did I say that right? Yes. Fellow realtor with Coldwell Banker. So I want to talk with Claudette a little bit about, explain to the community what is the what is the Parade of Homes and how does it evolve?
Well, the nicest thing is this is actually our 44th year of doing our Parade of Homes. So the Tampa Bay Builders Association, it's an event which is a total outreach to consumers, whether they want to purchase new homes, or we also have remodelers involved, so they can do it at any level. This year's parade is a little bit different in that we've included price ranges from $190,000 to $1.6 million. So kind of for every consumer, Jamie.
Okay, so this is something that builders, I guess, put their homes into this event, and then what do you just, is there like a certain time when people go around together, or is it just something you do on your own, or how does this work?
Yes, Jamie, it actually expands over a couple weeks' time. It's from April the 5th to April the 19th. During that time, all the builders that are participating have to have their model homes open from at least 10 to 6 daily, 12 to 6 on Sunday.
Okay.
So it gives the consumers a great outreach in that respect. The Tampa Bay Times is actually publishing our tabloid for us. So there's a roadmap so that they can visit any of the homes, see ahead of time what price they might be interested in, what county they might be interested in. This year we're including 6 different counties, not just the Tampa Bay area, but clear up to Hernando, Citrus, and Polk. So Pinellas and Hillsborough and Pasco, of course.
It's an interesting concept. Is this something that other associations do? Is this common, or is this something that's kind of unique to the area? Or how does, I mean, I like the idea of this builder open house.
It's actually extremely common, so much so that they do it throughout the United States. In the Tampa Bay area, we have Parade of Homes trademarked. But when we have relocation buyers from other areas of the country, one of the first things they do on their search is for Parade of Homes, because they can look at normally last year's parade and see kind of what areas they might want to visit.
Now, do people that buy during these times, are there special options out there for the people, maybe special financing or special discounts, or is it
absolutely like with ourselves as a builder, Homes by WestBay, we have some special incentives during that time, as do most of the builders. So it's a perfect opportunity, and especially with rates as low as they are, and there's a lot of consumer pent-up demand because we've had the last few years where people sometimes have been renting, and now they're back out in the marketplace making some changes that they've been wanting to do. So certainly they can find their dream home.
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of folks who were maybe had a short sale 3-4 years ago, so that term is done. So now they're ready to get financing again.
Right. And Robert, that has been wonderful, and you have some great programs for that. And during this parade, each one of the builders has recognized the opportunity, even with those people that maybe are just coming back into the market. And there's some special incentives for first-time homebuyer programs. Of course, the FHA, VA, some areas even USDA without any down payment. So no matter what level you're at, you actually normally can purchase, and you can purchase a new home rather than rent.
Mm-hmm. And tell me a little bit about the Homes by WestBay, a little bit about the history and some of your homes. Now, your home in Fishhawk, what is that, the Venezia model?
The Venezia model.
Venezia model. That's the showcase home of the 2014 parade, correct?
Right.
Explain what that is in regard to the parade of homes.
Jamie, it's really nice. Actually, Homes by WestBay was selected as the showcase builder. It's through a bidding process, and we do put it out there as an association to all builders to come in and join in the bid and go through that process. Our Venezia is really exceptional this year. It's a true showcase this year. In the last few years, we've had where we've built up to this again. The parade is the largest and the best that it's been. This home, the Venezia, is about 6,400 square feet, magnificent, in Fishhawk Preserve, which of course Newland Communities is also one of the sponsors of that showcase home. But there's several builders within this new preserve section. So if somebody wants to see some homes from $500,000 to $1.5 million, perfect opportunity to see some great new ideas and trends.
Yeah, and you know what, Jamie? I've been to that, TBBA has sponsored a couple of events at that property, and I tell you, it is exquisite. So you need to go take a look at it. It's great to look at.
And so what you've got, I take it you've got, this home is built and ready to go, but there's, you can build this home in any community as well, I take it, correct?
We can build it in several of our different communities. Right now we're building it in Fishhawk Preserve, and we're also building it in Connerton and Rose Point because those home sites allow for that large home. Yeah,
Fishhawk Ranch is a beautiful community. I myself lived there for a couple of years. I bought my first home in Fishhawk Ranch back in 2003. And so it's a beautiful community. People that are not familiar with the community, I definitely invite you out to Fishhawk Ranch. If you're watching my streamcast right now live on the internet, you can actually see a picture of the Venezia home that is being offered here by Homes by WestBay up on the streamcast. And if you're listening to me on the radio, again, all of my shows are streamed live through the Tampa Bay Multimedia website, so you can catch all of my listings on a ticker on there, as well as a lot of great information on the streamcast as well.
And Jamie, if I can do a shameless plug, that I think that how much is that the purchase price? 1.6, you said, right?
1.6 million.
Yes, I can do that financing, no problems. So a bit of a shameless
doctor
plug.
Loans, right?
You know what? You don't even have to be a doctor for that. We've got the loan programs that are very robust, go up to $10 million. We can do that, no problem.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and it's not common to find that type of financing out there. Those jumbo loans like that. I mean, that's when you get up into that level. So it's quite impressive, that you all are able to offer that. And now I want to speak a little bit more about Homes by WestBay. What other communities are you in?
We actually are in several different communities in the prestige locations throughout the Tampa Bay area. Our newest area is we're actually going to be open in Promontory Point in Ennisbrook, which is kind of nice. It's a new venture. We just announced that at our GTAR Realtor Cares program. And we also build within a lot of areas of the Riverview area, in the North Tampa area, at Watergrass, at Oak Creek, at Connerton. And there's several communities throughout the entire area. And you can go to the homesbywestbay.com to see all of them. But the best thing about the home site and the website is that you can see any of the price ranges, take some virtual tours, get some ideas. Because, Jamie, we find with the parade, a lot of people like to get a little bit of information before they go out and actually see. So it's a prime way to see what is offered.
Do you have other homes in your other communities that are also in the 2014 Parade of Homes? Is it just the Venezia model, or what other homes are in this parade?
Actually, we do have several other models. We have the most models of any builder. We have, of course, mine in Watergrass. which is the Key Largo, which has been one of the most popular homes. Forest Glen, we have a Capri that actually won the Parade of Homes last year for the top Diamond Gold Award. So any of those models at the homes, and even our price range goes from the 190s to $1.6 million. So amazingly, even with Homes by WestBay, we have something for every need.
And does WestBay themselves, do they offer any type of seller financing, special financing for these homes as well?
We actually do have a few preferred lenders. We have some people that we work with in the marketplace that do a tremendous job. And there again, depending on price range, whether they want FHA, VA, USDA, or any of those type of loan programs.
Now,
or
are you running
any
promotions, any closing cost assistance? How does that work? I mean, are you?
Yes.
I guess when you put a price on a property, is there some negotiability with the price? I know with home builders it's a little bit difficult.
A little bit, but it's more with the incentives. So like you said, we are going to be doing some incentives during the Parade of Homes. We normally do something on a designer package for our consumers.
Mm-hmm.
All of our particular communities offer 3% closing costs.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the builders do that. Some of the builders offer their incentives in a different way.
Okay, and the realtors that listen to me, explain a little bit about the realtor relationships. If they come in with their client, you definitely, allow them to represent their clients as well, correct?
Absolutely. We encourage realtors, and as does every builder that's in this parade, encourages realtors. We do a lot of outreach all year long for them. We're doing actually a kickoff for them this Thursday at the Showcase Home. But in addition to that, we offer some special incentives, and we normally pay 3% commission, and as does almost every builder, something like that, and some other incentives.
Yeah, I find myself as a realtor. I specialize now in the sale of bank-owned properties. But when I was starting out, I wanted to kind of find my niche, and it was kind of hard to keep up with new homes because only a few of them, or for each builder, would be in the MLS. So I always found the best way to do that was kind of to go down to the local Greater Tampa Association of Realtors building and kind of pick up the flyers and everything. How do you keep how do you expose your homes to the community?
We actually do most of our mass marketing through GTAR and through some outreach events that we do, like the Realtor Cares programs and other things that Robert and I both participate in. But in addition to that, we do the signage and the billboards, and it's actually bringing the people on the website that is our number one traffic source. Our website, as well as many builders out there, the people get the information before they come out. In addition, we have something exceptional during the parade for the realtors because we actually publish this guidebook. It's actually inserted in the Tampa Bay Times, and it will come out this first weekend. The first weekend is April the 5th and 6th. That guidebook is done so well that people can actually use it for an information resource, and the realtors do all year long. Jennifer, I'm sure, will attest that we get calls during the middle of the year for those guidebooks because you can see everything at once. In addition to that, our website this year for the Tampa Bay Builders Association, we've purposely went out and reached out to Facebook, Twitter, and those other things. So you're going to see very many ads for every price range for all the builders on that, also with the social media and the new website.
And does Homes by WestBay, I mean, you have your inventory properties, but speak to a little bit about the ability to design your own home. Can you start from scratch, or is there kind of models you got to follow and then customize them? How does that work for people that are interested in building
With Homes
home?
by WestBay, we do customize for people. We definitely have floor plans within each one of the communities that are already reviewed by architectural committees, and they fit with the different price ranges that we build in. We are very flexible in what we will do for the consumer, so we can customize something. If something needs to change here and there, we can do that, but it is pretty much set floor plans. But there is such a large variety, and even whichever model center you go to, if they don't have a furnished model of the one that you think that you might like, it would be maybe in one of our other communities. Oftentimes we have people go to other communities to look at the furnished model of what they want, even if it's not in the community that they're purchasing in.
And in reviewing your website, you got an excellent website. I mean, people can get the virtual tours and see all the different floor plans, all the different communities. So again, Claudette, for the audience, if you would give out the website information as well as your contact information, please.
Sure. homesbywestbay.com. You can see virtual tours on there, all the different price ranges. And if you have any specific questions, still my cell phone is probably the best also, 727-743-6193.
And one more time for the audience, please.
727-743-6193.
All right. Thank you very much, Claudette. If you're just tuning in here, you've been listening to the Jamie Meloni Real Estate Show here on 1250 WINS WHNZ. We've been discussing this year's 2014 Parade of Homes. And so please stay tuned. We'll be talking more with Claudette and Jennifer with the Tampa Bay Builders Association. More when we come back from the break. Hi, Jamie Meloni here, your host of the Jamie Meloni Real Estate Show. I want to thank each and every one of you for listening to my show on 1250 WINS WHNZ. The Tampa Bay real estate market is very undersupplied, and we need inventory. There is strong demand from both first-time buyers as well as large investment groups, and many properties are seeing multiple offers due to the lack of inventory in our area to satisfy this demand. As a matter of fact, the Tampa Bay region is at a 7-year low in available inventory, and demand is at its strongest since the market's peak in 2006. This demand has pushed up values in our area as high as 20% in some areas year over year, and you may be surprised what your home is currently worth. I am offering all my listeners a free home valuation if you text the word value to my cell phone at 813-760-8516. Again, text the word value to 813-760-8516, and I will send you a complimentary and detailed home valuation within 3 business days of speaking to you. Please reach out to me. I've sold nearly 1,000 homes in the Tampa Bay region and have been in business for almost 7 years now. I have the market knowledge and experience to help you sell your home, whether big or small, for top price. Don't put one of your biggest investments into the wrong hands. There are many inexperienced agents in the market, and the wrong decision can cost you thousands in a poorly marketed and poorly negotiated deal. Trust your sale to one of the area's top listing agents and contact me today. In addition to having one of the top listing agents in the area representing your home, you can rest assured that you have the area's #1 real estate brand, Coldwell Banker, in your corner as well. Coldwell Banker is an internationally recognized real estate brand and properly markets your home across 500 websites, and we also utilize print advertising as well as all the social networking tools and sites to get your home exposed to a broad audience. Please reach out to me today for a free home valuation. Just text the word value to 813-760-8516. Again, 813-760-8516. Or stop by my website at www.tampabayradio.com and fill out my contact form, and I will get in touch with you as soon as possible. You can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Jamie Meloni Real Estate Show. Just click on like to receive show updates, as well as a feed of all my listings and current real estate news articles. You can also post questions on the page that I and the audience can discuss. Thanks for tuning in, and be back in a moment.
Bud Spriggs and Movement Mortgage want you to experience the thrill of one-day underwriting and the comfort in knowing your loans will be clear to close in record time. While the competition looks to a lost closing date, Bud Spriggs and Movement Mortgage focus on their 12-day clear to close. They do this by utilizing their world-class operations staff to underwrite your loan within 6 hours, process your loan in 12 days, and have your loan closed in time. Underwritten in 6 hours, cleared to close in 12 days. Bud Spriggs and Movement Mortgage. Since opening its doors 120 years ago, Stewart Title Company has established a lasting legacy of providing professional title services. Even other title insurance companies know Stewart Title Company because they do their actual underwriting for them. Stewart is here to provide a wide range of resources to help improve any real estate transaction. To learn more about protecting yourself against hidden title hazards that may threaten your financial investment, call Melissa Stoddard at 813-431-8025. That's 813-431-8025.
Thinking about buying a home? Find out how the HUD Home Store can help you. Visit HUDHomestore.com. Look at HUD homes available for sale near you or nationwide. Why HUD Home Store? HUD will pay up to 3% of the buyer's closing cost. The price of the home is based on an FHA as-is appraisal, which is already completed, saving you an average of $400. And there is an owner-occupant priority bidding period during the first 30 days. Want to know more? Visit HUDHomestore.com.
You're listening to the Jamie Meloni Real Estate Show with local expert Jamie Meloni. Now, here's Jamie.
Thanks for staying tuned in here to the Jamie Meloni Real Estate Show here on 1250 Wins WHNZ. And again, you'll find my show on every Mondays at noon, so please tune in as my show aims to become your information source for the Tampa Bay real estate market. So I want to continue my conversation now about the 2014 Parade of Homes with Claudette and Jennifer here. There's a website for the parade as well. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yes, the website is tampabayparadehomes.com, and on that you can actually search by location, price range, bedroom, bath. We have more interaction. We also have a phone app that's actually going out. So if they look at that Tampa Bay Parade of Homes online, they could get that. In addition to that, it'll be on all the Facebook pages, and we will have a Twitter handle at Build Tampa.
And again, this event is starting, what is it, April 5th, right?
April the 5th through the 19th.
Okay, and you spoke in the last segment about these guidebooks that people could pick up. Talk a little bit more about what those are and where they can find these.
The guidebooks are actually distributed mostly by the Tampa Bay Times. We put out almost 300,000 copies. They're delivered in the Sunday newspaper, so look for yours the first weekend. But in addition to that, in case you happen to miss that, Famous Tate is actually going to have at all their locations some of these guidebooks. In addition, for the realtors that are listening, we do have some actually being delivered to the real estate office by the delivery service and, of course, by the Parade of Homes Committee.
Okay, so you're stopping by local real estate offices as well with these guidebooks as well.
And
so
individually.
Okay, perfect. So I'll definitely be looking out for that, and I'll definitely be promoting it to my office as well. So thank you very much for that.
Claudette, I have a question for you. So we have families right now that may be listening and wanted to come. So we know how they get started. You know, they go on your website, and then from there, how long do you think that they should plan for? Like, is that going to take them the whole day? Are they going to have refreshment as they come in the homes? Like, practically, how does it work for them to plan ahead?
Since it actually spans over 3 weekends and 2 weeks, most people do spread it out a little bit and don't go to every model that they want to see. There's many consumers now that because people work from home, they're looking maybe to be in Riverview or South Tampa or even in Hernando County. Most of the builders have refreshments during that time, and definitely an excellent day. They all provide something for the consumer during that time.
Now, the promotions that are running during the Parade of Homes, if somebody doesn't go to contract during that period of April 5th to April 19th, do these, does this extend past that date?
Most of the
promotions?
builders do it for the month of April, as long as the people have come in during the parade.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so when they come in, they'll register, and then they can take advantage of some of the promotions and everything. Okay.
I do want to ask also, you want to remind the audience as well, I know there's a lot of these builders will have really cool stuff happening as well, right? You want to expand on that a little bit?
Right. Well, each one of the builders are going to have some neat things. We're doing one of the Chefs on Parade event out at Fishhawk at our Venezia, which is going to be kind of our launch party, which is going to be mostly the judges, because on the Friday before the parade actually opens, all the judges go out and do the judgings, and then we have our awards program in May. So we have people interacting there. We're also going to have a Chefs on Parade for realtors out in the Connerton community, and it's going to be the second week of the parade, and we're looking at having a third one. In addition to that, we were very fortunate that Fifth Third has actually sponsored a cruise. And so anybody going out to any of the models during the time of the parade will actually be able to go online and register for that cruise. So we're actually giving all the on-site people, our orientation is tomorrow morning, information where they can send the people directly to a website, as in this Tampa Bay paradeofhomes.com. And in addition to the model center, they will have some flyers that they can register for the cruise. So thank you for that, Robert.
And you mentioned a launch date, a kind of like a startup party or something at the Venezia. When is that, or how does that work?
That's going to be, and that's basically just for the judges and some people that are actually involved in the committee, but it actually is going to be a ribbon cutting Friday evening.
And are there any events like that for the general public, or is that just for membership?
At the moment, it is just for the membership and the judging, because it kind of kicks off the Parade of Homes for those judges and on-site people. We are looking near the end of the parade to have one more event, maybe in the Tarpon Springs area, that would be for consumers. Okay. And we'll have information for that.
And I'd like to expand on that. We also judge these homes. And we have an awards program that will be somewhere around the middle of May. And that is really the only opportunity that the home building industry has to promote best features and things like that. So the consumers will see best features in every home as they're touring. But I would also encourage folks, especially if you are interested in purchasing a new home, to maybe attend the Parade of Homes banquet and see these award-winning homes and see the superior quality that goes into these homes.
Okay, so these homes you're saying are being judged. So at the end of the event, they can kind of go on to the website and see who was the best home. Do you have different categories that are being judged? So it's not in different price points. What are the different? What are the different fields you're looking at in these homes?
We're basically looking at about 15 different price points, anywhere from 150,000, then we go to 200,000, 226, 281, 300. Large price band, large market out there for consumers in the $300,000 to $400,000 price range, and then it quickly goes up to the 500,000, the 600,000, and then again over $1 million.
What are the different metrics you're looking at? Are we looking at like floor plan, quality of design, architecture,
the floor plan, the quality of the design, the actual finishing features. In addition to that, we also judge on the best community out there, because there are community builders like the Newland communities that build in like Fishhawk and Mirror Bay and in Waterset. So those particular communities are also judged too. So the consumers have a part in that also.
I think it's an excellent resource at the end to be able to reference that this home was an award-winning home from the parade as well.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, and also speak a little bit about the warranty and the advantages of buying a new home a little bit as well versus, something used out there. So that's another great, advantage, of buying, or taking advantage of the parade.
Right. Well, all the builders are kind of in a program right now, buy new, buy now. And one of the best features of that is as we have gone through the REOs and some of the short sales and some of the other things out there, when you purchase a new home, by law, the builder has to have at least a 1-year warranty on everything in that home. Mm-hmm. And then in addition to that, several builders, like our Homes by WestBay, we offer the 210 Home Buyers Warranty Program, which is a third-party endorsement of those particular builders and a resource. So in the first 2 years, many things are covered, and by the 10th year, it's mostly structural items. It's transferable to any new purchaser also, which is a huge thing for people. In addition, Homes by WestBay, we go a step farther and do a 2-year fit and finish, anything in the home.
Very good. Well, thank you very much, Claudette, for coming on the show. Again, Claudette Kelsey, she is with Homes by WestBay, and Jennifer Doerfel with the Tampa Bay Builders Association, as we've been discussing this year's 2014 Parade of Homes. So if you missed parts of the show and you want to get some more information, I invite you to please reach out to me. And again, you can get me through my website, TampaBayREO.com, and also TampaBayRadio.com. That's my show webpage. If you're just tuning in, you've been listening to the Jamie Meloni Real Estate Show here on 1250 Wins, WHNZ. And again, you'll find this show on every Mondays at noon. Next week, I'm going to have Ryan Serhant with $1 Million Listing New York on air. So I invite you to please stay tuned for that as their new season is launching here this week. So again, please tune in every Mondays at noon as my show aims to become your information source for the Tampa Bay real estate market. Happy Monday and enjoy the rest of your week.
The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during the preceding program are not those of WHNZ AM, its staff, management, or parent company.